evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to another Thursday Night Thunder. Tonight's action is brought to you from Talladega. It will be 80 laps. There will be one quick repair and two sets of tires. Go ahead and jump with Jason Blaney in this little pack of cars as practice gets underway here. Right now, sitting at the top for the fastest lap is that 22 truck of Jason Blaney. Nathan Line currently second with Trevor Haley third. Jerry Parker and Charles Northcutt will be your top five. Go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the points. Indeed, sub for 17 months. That's awesome. Trevor Haley is first. Christopher Stang second. Charles Northcutt third. Kyle K fourth. And Alvin Carter is fifth right now. Hey, Swervin, how are you doing, fam? Let me get you a shout out here right quick. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out here tonight. Talladega tends to have some nice long green flag runs here for the Thursday Night Thunder series. Hey, that's good to hear, Swervin. That's good to hear, fam. Ticker getting some action now. 5 minutes left in practice, followed by that 10-minute qualifying run. But yes, Queen, that's awesome. 17 months. Hard to believe I've been doing it this long. Okay, has that beautiful truck. Oh no, the Dunsparce escaped. That's unfortunate. Oh, and Nathan Line wrecking right now. Up into the wall hard there. We definitely gotta get the pineapple rolling here. Find up some tree for tonight. Would like to take a rip. Anybody? Oh, Swervin redeeming the smoke with me. I see you, Swervin. I see you. Grind this up and we'll take a nice fat one with you. How does that sound, my friend? Hey, what, them fueled up guys, they got it working early. Wonder if that'll translate to the race at all. All right, Mr. Swervin, we packing it up just for you. Cheers, cheers, my friend. Yo, Mr. Trills. Get you a shout out right quick. Like, we're gonna have possibly 25 here tonight. Looks like I do have a new name to learn, Jim Groleski. Yo, I'm hyped too, fam. It's gonna be a lit time tonight, I can feel it. Who do you got winning tonight, Trills? I reckon, look at that. Oof. That could have been a bad one. Only like 35 seconds left. Oh man, look at Kyle K going for a ride down in through the grass. Did a good job of driving it, getting it to pit road though. Ride with Kenneth Olive and Marcus Kaiser here. Kyle K. Kyle K seems to be a crowd favorite, I'm telling you. Somebody should shoot Bones a message and remind him. Bones was like the first Kyle K fan we had. Practice wrapping up here. Hey, Shadow. What's good, fam? Get you a nice shout out there, my G. All right, let's see how this qualifying plays out here. Hey, no problem, Shadow. Does that mean you still gonna be on? Hey, I got you, Mr. Warp Lotus. Yo, Tiller, what's good, fam? What's good? Race control in the house. Yeah, let's see if we can ride with Travis Swagger here in the 7. Well, how's your night going, Mr. John? Like Travis doing a nice job staying up nice and high on this beginning lap, building that momentum up. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. Tiller. Yo, this one's for you, fam. Cheers, cheers. Somebody hit a redeem. Oh. Right now, Charles Northcutt has the pole. I also will apologize ahead of time. I am a little sick. Got a little bit of a stuffy nose, sore throat, so bear with me tonight. Oh, and just like that, Travis Swagger and Jason Blaney take over 1-2. Yeah, it's fucking rough. It's rough, Tiller. Real rough. Alright, so right now, looks like Travis gonna have the pole. We'll ride with Coleman Wilson here. Very uniquely painted truck tonight. I don't know. Listen, I think Smoke Racing is the team that Travis Swagger belongs to. Has Jerry Parker on it, Dustin Hicks, Trevor Haley, and Cush Parker. So keep an eye out on those guys tonight. Brian Mabel just stopped on the track there. We'll see where Kenneth Olive comes out here. Ran some races earlier and could hardly talk, so hopefully these guys take it easy tonight. Listen, even if they don't, I still gotta make it to the end. Let's take a look at Michael Kelly here. It's like his first lap gonna be good enough for 5th. See if he can improve on that second lap. We'll ride with Jerry Parker here a little bit. Looks like he's got a new paint job on tonight, too. Got that Pennzoil scheme on, it looks like. Not too bad, not too bad. Jerry's first lap was good enough for 8th. See if he's able to set a faster lap here or not. Does not look like he's going to be able to improve that. Just as I say that, Chris Stang comes in at 5th. Bumps his teammate Michael Kelly back to 6th. But the man of the hour is still Travis Swagger here, taking the pole for the moment. We'll ride with Dustin Hicks as he takes the first of his 2 qualifying laps. Going to be interesting to see if anybody's changing their strategies this week. Some of the guys that ride at the back maybe trying to make their way to the front tonight in the early part of this. Hey, L, I see you. Mr. Distorted, I see you too. Let me get you guys some shout outs here. How's your night going now? How's your night going, my friend? Hey, that's good to hear, fam. Yo, you already know we'll take a rip with you here. It's like Dustin Hicks gonna bump Chris Stang back to 6th. And so far, I'm seeing 3 of those smoke guys up in the top 5. And all of them inside the top 10. Also got 3 fueled up guys inside the top 10 as well, so this is gearing up to be one of those kind of races. You can feel it. But all right, Mr. L, we'll hit this cheers, cheers, fam. Got the sound alerts off for tonight, but I will still honor the smoke with me. I'll rip one with you too, Mr. Warp Lotus. Hopefully this rip will be a good luck rip for you. You'll make it through this thing. Listen, we've got them off just for this week. We're gonna be putting them back on next week. He said, I need luck. All right, well, cheers, cheers, fam. This one's for you. Oh, oh boy. Back-to-back rips with the sore throat. Killing me. It doesn't look like we have anybody else to watch right now. We'll see if anybody else decides to come out for a qualifying lap. Does not look like it. And that means Travis Swagger will be our sponsorship winner tonight. Jerry Parker Graphics, if you need anything done for paint jobs for iRacing, you can contact him. And then his Handyman Plus, call that 517 number to get any work scheduled. They do it all. They do decking, flooring, drywall, roofing, pretty much anything you name, they can do it. So if you need anything done, give them a call. Again, that is Travis Swagger who won the pole. Jason Blaney will start 2nd. 3rd will be Trevor Haley. Charles Northcutt 4th. Dustin Hicks will come in at 5. Chris Stang 6. Michael Kelly will be 7th. 8th will be Bill Gorman. 9th, Mangs KTV. 10th, Jerry Parker. 11th, Kyle K. 12th, Coleman Wilson. 13th, Brian Mabel. Jim Groleski will be 14th. 15th, Kenneth Olive. 16th, Adam Parks. 17th, Tyrone Carlito Bigums. 18th will be Johnny James. 19th, Alvin Carter. 20th, Javon Thompson. 21st will be Justin Williams. 23rd, Marcus Kaiser. Or 22nd, Marcus Kaiser. And 23rd, Nathan Line. See how it all shakes out. We'll jump up with our pole sitter here. Take our graphics off the screen. Saucin'. Yeah, we see you in here, fam. We see you in here. Gotta give Mr. El Diablo a shout out too. Forgot to give him one. Yo, we're in for a heck of a race here tonight, folks. Got Travis Swagger and Jason Blaney on the front row. Charles Northcutt and Trevor Haley just behind them. Honestly, you've got those three teammates all hooked up on the bottom. That's going to be tough to beat here tonight, I think. Hey, there's Curtis. I see you. How is your night going, Mr. Curtis? Just missed our multitude of rips that we took. The green signal has been given. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. What a great start for both lines. Hey, Remy, T-Mac, we see you. What's good, fam? Let me hit you guys with the shout-outs here. Kabang, kabang, I got you. Yo, we got some swerving, yeah. I see you swerving. We got some Kyle K fans here tonight. Definitely pulling for him. Doesn't look like inside line as grouped up as that outside line. A little scattered there on the bottom. You see now Bill Gorman closing up the distance on that inside line. Try this and see if this fixes the ticker right quick. Give me just a second here, folks. Really wish I could figure out why this thing crashes all the time. if that fixed it. It looks like it did. So remove that. And we're back in business. Alright, so exciting things happening already. Remy following you. Nice, nice. Thank you for the sub there, Mr. T-Mag. Thank you for the resubscribe, too. You freaking legend. So Travis Swagger still on the inside. Jason Blaney still in the outside. 3-4 laps. Instead of Hey, I appreciate you though, T-Mac, for real. It's like the two lines virtually even here. Thing is gonna set up to be a drag race at the end. You can feel it. Hey, Distorted, we still see you here, fam. I appreciate you. Alright, since we know that he's a crowd favorite, let's go back and see what's going on with Kyle K. It looks like some trouble for the 24, as he is all the way at the back, well outside the draft. Looks like he's just entering the corner as most of them are exiting. So really unfortunate for him, but there's the tail of this pack. Meanwhile, back up front, the battle continues to heat up. I still see you there, fam. Oh, Jason Blaney. Out of line. And that is going to open the door for Trevor Haley to try to get to the outside and take over the lead. And it looks like he will. I'll tell you what, that's a little bit of strategy. I gotta think that's going to play dividends on the fuel saving later on in this race for the 7. Now he's not out front, doesn't got to worry about keeping that thing completely full throttle the whole time. Hey, Kangas, I see you there, fam. With the 200 biddies. My goodness, that puts us close to that hype train. I didn't even notice that it was there. It's like sub, gifted sub, or 100 biddies is going to push us over probably. So Trevor Haley on the inside, Charles Northcutt on the outside. Two fresh names at the front of the pack here. And right behind him, the two teammates of Chris Stang and Michael Kelly. Car down, that's Coleman Wilson. Oh, and he's coming back up the track. Woo! He's able to keep that thing going. And with one car, I'm not sure we get the caution here. Lots of drivers thankful, though, that he did not slide back up in front of them. With Chris staying in the outside line now. Falling back, looks like Jason Blaney gonna link up with him. Two teammates there. Travis Swagger back to the front here, off the nose of Charles Northcutt. And now Charles will take over the lead in that outside line. See what he's able to do with the outside line. And there you can see Coleman Wilson gonna go a lap down. Really unfortunate for the O2 truck. How these guys are hungry early, but they're being very calculated, very smart with the runs that they choose to take when they choose to shift lanes. It's been a very well choreographed race here by these drivers. Still have the three teammates of Travis Swagger, Trevor Haley, and Dustin Hicks on that bottom line. I'm telling you, that's going to be tough to deal with. Let's check back in with Kyle K here for a second. Still chugging along. But definitely losing time to this pack. That's how close he is to going a lap down. However, if he's able to be the only truck on the lead lap and a caution comes out, he does get right back on the lead lap. What happens as the leaders approach him. Oh, and they are wrecking! They are wrecking! My goodness! Holy cow! Charles Northcutt was sent to the stratosphere, y'all. Absolutely just... That truck was... Holy cow. We definitely gotta take a look back at what happened there. Caution is gonna come out. We know lots of people affected by that. We'll get back and see just how crazy this is. Oh my goodness, I can tell just by the little bit of a replay. Things get tight. Looks like the 67 gets a little loose. And I'm telling y'all, he was punted straight into space. I mean, literally just completely in space. Let's ride in the cockpit here with him. I mean, listen, that's a crazy ride. We'll take a look back at it from one more point of view. That will be the 7 of Travis Swagger here. Let's get tight. Looks like a little net code. Oh, hard hit, and then a hard follow-up hit there from Trevor Haley. And his truck went upside down and rolled. Wow. So craziness ensues. And we'll get back to live as the driver's coming out of pit road. Michael Kelly gonna be your new leader. I'll tell you what, that might be the craziest wreck we've had on Thursday Night Thunder in a hot minute. Like, might be one of the craziest wrecks on iRacing I've seen in quite a while too. I mean, you don't see cars get that high and continuing to spin like a flying saucer. Like, that was just wild. Yo, Saucin, we see you, we see you. But yeah, that is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, let's take a look. Let's see if Kyle K's on pit road. He is on pit road. His day might be done. See if by chance we have any penalties assessed or anything, if anybody has to sit at the rear of the field here. I don't think we will, because that was netcode that mostly caused that wreck. So just keep an eye out here. I'll tell you what, we got to get Mr. Tiller up. I almost forgot to get Mr. Tiller up. And we'll see what he's saying. So we got him up. Like Trevor Haley given an EOL penalty. Possible that he just needed that, though. Believe he was involved in it.
Here we go.
All right, so gleaned a little bit of information there from the control standpoint. Tiller said, yes, you're correct. Netcode got the 67 loose. Indeed, that's what I was thinking. Looked mostly like netcode to me as well, friend. So these trucks will get ready to go green once again. And it will be Michael Kelly and Brian Mayville on the front row this time. Go ahead and take a drink. Throat is killing me here tonight. And if I heard that correctly, we are not going green. So, one more lap under caution. While we're under caution, let's see if we can drag anybody in here. Looks like they're coming down pit road. Pace truck is still out.
The people ended.
Hey, Brian, Tyler up in the booth. You got me, brother?
Yeah, what up?
Hey, so you find yourself in the lead on the outside lane here. Walk us through how you managed to avoid the first caution and what the strategy is going to be moving forward.
To be honest, I was just following Eli, and all of a sudden the wreck happened right in front of us, and we happened to be in the good line.
Fortunate that it worked out for you, brother. What's the strategy going forward here? You think that pit strategy is going to come into play as this race goes on?
If we manage to keep it green, pit strategy definitely play a big part. Just gonna try to hang out.
Hey, absolutely, brother. All right, I'll go ahead and get you moved back down. Thanks for your time, brother. So, that was Mr. Brian Mabel. And as long as we stay green, he thinks pit strategy is going to play a big part in this thing at the end. Time will certainly tell. All right, so we should see the green flag this next time by. We'll take a look at the race control broadcast, see if we have any additional things in the chat that we can glean. Ace car is in. Green. Green flag is out. Kyle K going to move into the outside line. Going to be trying to get his lap back here. Looks like Justin Williams way back there. Going to be trying the same. Michael Kelly, though, and Bill Gorman going to get a good start here. Eli Sosik going to slide up in front of Brian Mabel. Headed into turns 3 and 4. Do have some 3 wide back in the pack a little bit. More than likely, we will see the 72 drop down. He does. Right now, though, Eli Sosik and Brian Mabel trying to dig deep in that outside line. They don't really have a lot of help out there yet. Ooh, and it looks like we're going to see some help arrive. It's in the form of Marcus Kaiser. Ooh, and Kyle K takes a run in the very outside line here. Kind of an interesting strategy for the 24. He's got to fight to get his lap back, but you definitely don't want to be too aggressive. Eli Sosik, though, in the outside line, looks like he's going to be able to lead this lap. And does. So Eli Sosik, Brian Mabel now have help in the outside line. We'll see what they can do if they're able to get to the front of the inside line. You can see Kyle K letting it hang out there down the backstretch. You See just how tight these trucks are up here at the front. Let's ride with the 83 Jim Groleski. Hey, good night, Swervin'. Appreciate you stopping in, fam. Good look with Jim Groleski there. See just how tight things are. Okay, really hanging in this outside line right now. Right now it looks like he will be the truck to get his lap back if the caution were to come out here right now. Well, chat, let's go ahead and take a rip. We got a Wild Dracovish in the chat if anybody wants it. Eli Sosik, Brian Mabel in the outside line, Michael Kelly and Bill Gorman on the inside line. Didn't even notice, but we are already 22 laps into tonight's race. So time already rapidly dwindling down. Ooh, and looks like a little bobble out of Tyrone. That might be Tyrone. No, that's not Tyrone. Who is that? That is the 94 of Mangs TV. Got a little loose there. Things got a little tight for just a moment. Alright, so cheers, chat. We'll hit the pineapple for y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying tonight's action. Definitely have already seen a wild wreck and people jockeying for position early on in this race. So, cheers. This one's for you. Nice big shove coming out of Bill Gorman there. It's going to keep Michael Kelly's nose out front for a little longer. See if the outside line and Eli Sosik are able to do anything coming out of this corner. Possibly challenge for the lead. Our top five currently, Michael Kelly, Bill Gorman, Eli Sosik, Jim Groleski, and Brian Mabel. Coleman Wilson and Marcus Kaiser just outside the top five. All right, so through 25 laps. Do we have any additional people that we would like to add to the potential winner of this thing? I gotta say, I've been kind of keeping an eye on that 94 truck of the Manx TV. He's been fast at a few of these races here, and he very well can find his way to the front plate. He's already closing in on the front. Things getting a little chippy right there with Mangs and Kyle K. We'll kind of keep an eye on this. You can see Kyle really being ran all the way to the wall there. Kinda feels like Mangs is not really wanting him there at the moment, though. A little bit of elbows being brought out. You usually like to see those come out more towards the end of the race, but we won't complain. We like the action. And you can see things really getting chippy there. Ride with the cockpit of Mangs. I tell you what, the little bit of touching that's occurring between these two, that is really affecting these guys. Mangs takes the first opportunity to dive down to the inside. Kyle K making a run in the outside line there, 3 wide. Just like that, Mangs gonna get behind the 24 of Kyle K. Eli Sosik, though, and Michael Kelly. Ooh, Eli Sosik down through the grass. And he's going to shoot back up on the track. He gets a little air. Oh, that could have been real bad. Things got a little chippy there. Eli, though, that truck might have some damage. He is definitely hoping to hold on to the draft. I'll tell you what, things have been chippy here early. Can tell we're at the mid-season point. These guys in mid-season form, everybody trying to get the win. And improve their points position before it's possibly too late. So that's going to put Michael Kelly and Brian Mabel at the front of the pack. I feel like we have not talked a lot about Marcus Kaiser, but he is the biggest mover of the race so far, up 19 positions in that 42 truck, doing an outstanding job of wheeling his truck to the front. to see Mangs and Kyle K both 3 wide again. And that there seems to be 2 packs here. One pack led by those guys, and then Adam Parks has another pack of trucks here that seem to be waiting for something bad to happen, as these guys are all over the track up ahead of them in the 24. They're having a hard time keeping a lane at the moment. Looked like the 24 thought about tucking back out into that outside line, but thought better of it. But Adam Parks, Kenneth Olive, Javon Thompson, Dustin Hicks, Chris Stang, Jerry Parker among some names back in this pack that is just slightly off the pace. And again, that could really be intentional, trying to avoid any potential wreck that could happen. You also put yourself in position where you get to decide when you come to pit road. Ooh, and they are wrecking. They are wrecking. Yellow flag is out. Wow. Take a look back at what happened. Kyle K looks like he's going to get his lap back, though. Let's see what we can dig up here. All right, so you're going to see Jason Blaney looks like he's at the front, and just a little push comes up, clips the 42. Trucks are wrecking. That might have been the 94 of Mangs TV. We'll take a look back and see. Gets a little loose himself, it looks like. Netcode kicked that truck sideways. Michael Kelly involved. Another truck hit. Oh, unfortunate there. Doesn't look like anybody gonna sustain too awful much damage, though. We are gonna see these guys come down pit road. So that just our second caution here tonight. That's definitely going to make things interesting down the stretch, especially if we go green the whole way. These guys gonna more than likely have to pit twice. Like Bill Gorman going to be the first one off pit road, followed by Jim Korleski, Coleman Wilson, who was a lap down, but has fought his way back to being on the lead lap. Remember, Coleman got down early in the race, managed to save the truck, but did go that lap down. So kind of surprising to see him here in third. And then we got Alvin Carter in the 92. Kenneth Olive will round out your top 5. Good look at our lead truck there. So there you have it. 2 cautions in the first half of this thing. Not too bad, considering everybody was racing super hard. And those cautions mostly due to the netcode. Let's listen in, double check that, make sure we didn't get that wrong. But I'm pretty sure no penalties to be assessed. We've got our admin stream up here, and it does not look it. So no penalties to be assessed. I think correct decision for sure. Mostly look like netcode. Just some very hard racing combined with a little bit of netcode, and that spells disaster on a super speedway sometimes. What that does give us the opportunity to do, though, is take another rip. So cheers, chat. See, there's 18 of you in here. I appreciate all 18 of you being here, hanging out with us, watching this thing. Guys work so very hard on their craft, and it means a ton to them to have an audience to perform in front of. We are going to have 2 new names at the front. Bill Gorman, Jim Graleski for this restart. So we'll see how these guys do. 1 to green has been given. Cheers, chat. Green for green. Oh. Hey, Eternus. I see you, fam. Listen, you're not escaping without a shout out here, fam. You already know you're not escaping without the shout out. How's your night going, brother? Hey, Bugsy. I got you, fam. I got you. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. A little bit shaky of a restart for that outside line. Headed into turns 1 and 2. Let's see if they're able to group back up. A little update. Hey, Curtis, we see you, fam. We see you. I love it. Little update, though. Kyle K, who looked dead and out at the beginning of this race, now sits 9th on the lead lap. Oh, and some major lane shifting going on here. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Coleman Wilson in the outside line now. And he's going to do his best Jason Blaney impression here and try to wheel his truck to the front. Speaking of Jason Blaney, 3rd on that outside line. Goes with him. Kangas, I still see you there, fam. And while we got Kangas, let's give a quick update. Chris Stang running 14th at the moment. still working on his day, but remember, it is not how you start a race, it is how you finish it. Chris Stang and the Fueled Up guys have been great at closing races all season long. So I expect them to be a factor at the end of this thing. Bill Gorman doing a great job of leading here. First time his truck's been out front all day, I believe, so he's got to be happy with where he's currently running. Coleman Wilson definitely happy with where he's running after the rough start. Like I said, might be a strategy. It might be a strategy indeed. You just never know who's on what strategy till it all plays out at the end. Hey, we see you there, Distorted. Drivers continuing to battle it out as we approach the halfway point here. With Kenneth Olive and Jim Proleski giving each of our lead cars a nice healthy shove there. At the line, it's going to be Coleman Wilson leading that lap. Going to be able to pick himself up some points. Hey, we see you there, Ford. Let me get you a shout out here, fam. Absolutely, fam. This next time by will officially be over the halfway point. Of course, and how are the races going? I just got home from work. Not too bad, fam. It's been an interesting one. We've had a couple of cautions early in this race. Had probably the craziest wreck we'll see in a while. Definitely are going to want to go look at the replay and look at our first caution because it was a wild. I feel that the nerves have kind of worked themselves out for these guys for the most part. These guys all locked in for the season. Guys just very committed to running hard here. And it's been a great race. It really has. It's just been an outstanding race. While we got a moment, let's ride with Jason Blaney in the cockpit for a lap. Nice little ride along there. Hey, Fork with the resub. Appreciate that, fam. Don't look now. Kyle K in the outside line. Trying to work his way up to the front. Coleman Wilson going to take over the inside line. Jim Groleski could slide down if he wants, but Jason Blaney going to beat him to it. What a move down the back stretch out of the 22 truck. Lap car gonna move down to the apron. We love to see it. And Jim Groleski also gonna move down. That's gonna move fan favorite Kyle K to the front of that outside row. Eli Sosik just behind him. And Mangs TV also has recovered nice. Coming up on the lap truck of Justin Williams here. Tough night for the 8 truck. Just 35 laps remain in tonight's race. Time ticking by rapidly. Lots of notable moves. Eli Sosik up 16, Jim Groleski up 13, Marcus Kaiser up 13, Alvin Carter up 10. Hey, Shadow, appreciate you being back, fam. Shadow, who you rooting for tonight? Who's on your radar? Now remember, Jim Groleski is a rookie here tonight. First time in Thursday Night Thunder. Hey, Dusty. My apologies, we've got the sound alerts off tonight. I'll be back up next week, though, I promise. The race has been going, my man. Had 2 cautions, one of the craziest wrecks that we've seen all year for the very first one. So it's been a wild time. Kyle K gonna move to the inside line. Oh, and contact between the 9 truck. And there goes around Jason Blaney into another truck. Caution is gonna come out with Kyle K being the lead truck here. Now, if I've done my math correctly, and I believe that I have, you only need one more pit stop. So this series of pit stops is going to be very important to be clean on. While we're under caution, let's take a look back. See if we can figure out what happened. You see things just get tight, little bump in the corner, another little bump, and around he goes. Hard hit out of the 92, though. The 92 is going to get collected in that. We'll take a look at it from his point of view as well. All right, let's see here. See, things just so tight there. Coleman Wilson and the 13 come together. That was the additional wreck. 00 of Johnny James looks like he might have been involved a little bit in that as well. Just a little bit of nose damage. So. And it looks like everybody headed down pit road. Kyle K going to win the race off pit road and remain in the top spot. Shadow said that was a hard hit. Listen, that was a hard hit indeed. The 92 truck really hit hard there. So I expect a quick repair possibly out of him. If not now, he might save it, see if there's another caution that happens. Let's take a look. Let's see if he did. Not seeing a lot of damage on the front of that truck, so he might have used it. It looks like it's a clean nose for the 92, so. Well, that brings out our third caution of the night. Everybody should be able to stop one more time and make it to the end. We'll see if this turns into a long green flag run out of these guys in the late stages, or if we might have another caution. They've been running anywhere from 15 to 20 laps before the caution comes out, so it definitely is possible to see a nice long green flag run out of these guys. We'll see if it ends up coming to fruition. Couple of drivers that I've been impressed with in the early going of this race. Marcus Kaiser up 21 positions. Has virtually stayed inside the top 5 when he got here earlier in the race. Having a great day for the 42 truck. Got to see where a good finish will put him, but not out of the points yet, I wouldn't think. It's like Johnny James is also going to be inside the top 5. Solid day for the 00. Does have that little bit of nose damage from the tiny hit that he had with Coleman Wilson, so not a clean truck for him or the guy in the outside line, Mangs TV. Remember, Mangs involved in an earlier wreck where the side of that truck got scraped up. Another driver I'm impressed with is Chris Stang. We could see him rebound up here. Another caution comes out. If he's able to get his lap back, he could be a factor at the end of this race. Well, while we're under caution, y'all already know what that means. We'll pack one up. We'll take us a rip green for green before we go back to green flag action. Cheers, cheers, chat. We got the pineapple out for you. My goodness. Fork dishing out the 5 subs. I appreciate that a lot, fam. You have no idea. So Kyle K, Marcus Kaiser get set to restart. Green flag is out. And it's going to be a good restart for that inside. But will it be too good of a restart? Looks like the outside line struggling a bit. You can see that second truck of Manx TV falling off the pace just a little. But Kyle K, for the moment, has no challengers. Oh, Chris Stang into the wall, up hard. Gonna collect another driver there. And that is a tough break for the 92 or the 72 truck of Chris Stang. We'll take a look back at it. We'll see on the replay here, Chris gets a run in the middle. Looks like a little bit of net code there as he was inside that truck. Eli Sosick, hard hit for him as well there too. Let's take a look back. You can see the front of that truck absolutely destroyed. This will give you a good idea of how quick it happens, though. Oh. Just nowhere for the 9 truck to go. The 7's going to get clipped as well. That's Travis Swagger. Tough break. Well, that is, I believe, our 4th or 5th caution of the night. Shadow said he's about to get his started. Hey, good luck with your stream, fam. We'll be trying to stop there if we can. You already know, fam. Kyle K right now first. Johnny James, there's a name that we just said not but a few moments ago. He's going to be second. Bill Gorman third. Marcus Kaiser fourth. Alvin Carter fifth. See what we got going on in the admin stream. Doesn't look like we have any EOLs being given. Like I said, it did look like it was just netcode. Slight contact, and then next thing you know, Chris was unfortunately inside of the other truck. So tough break for the 72. Hey, I appreciate you, Fork. Am I ready for what? Oh, what? You just did another 5? My goodness, my guy. My goodness. 6-minute damage. Oh, that's a tough break for you, Mr. Williams. Tough day for you in the 8 there, Mr. Warp Lotus. I know, fam. I know. Hey, I appreciate you though, seriously, Fork, so much. So very much. Might as well pull a Neil Bonnet. Listen. If you want, listen, if you're telling me you're retiring from the race, we'll drag you up into the booth for these final 20. You just let me know. You let me know, Mr. Warp Lotus. If your day's done, you come up here and you join me in the broadcast booth. You are done for the day. Okay, well, let me go ahead and drag you up. Wait a second, hold on. I gotta have to do this twice. Because I couldn't see. Mr. Warp Lotus, you got me?
How's the booth? How's the air conditioning?
Yo, the air conditioning is lit, fam.
It feels great to be up in the booth with you, sir.
Hey, absolutely, fam. So tough break for you. But now at least you get to watch it from my point of view, which I gotta say, it's been a good point of view all night.
Yeah, you know, I've been appreciating your in-depth analysis all race long and listening along while we race. It's definitely helps break up the monotony. Thank you for all that you do.
Hey, absolutely, fam. No problem. I gotta say, there's something that you might have known because you've been listening in on the broadcast, but Kyle K in that 24 has battled back and now sits in the lead. What do you think of his ability to just not go away throughout a race and just battle back constantly?
Kyle K has that ability to get everything he needs to get out of that controller of his. That's right. He is on a controller. That's not a lot of people don't know that. He's the only one in the field on a controller getting it done. Routinely comes back from being multiple laps down to win races. He's gone winless this season, but he's possible the luck's turning his way.
Hey, definitely. I look forward. Pace car is in. Kyle K, Johnny James. They get set to go green here. Green flag is out. Good start for that inside line. You can see not many trucks in the outside line for that restart. Definitely been one of those days where trucks are getting beat up. As a result, the 00 of Johnny James just doesn't have enough help. We'll see if that changes. We are approaching 25 to go next time by.
Yeah, we also have one more fuel stop in the tank as well, so we're making sure we have a full tank to make it these distance. I'm worried we're going side by side too early again.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting. They've been fighting the whole race, but listen, 25 to go. I just think it's a smidge too early. And you can see Johnny James is going to find his way to the front, and he's going to lead this lap.
Johnny James definitely been putting his dues in. It's about time I see him up front.
Hey, absolutely. He's a super talented driver, just seems to end up involved in early wrecks that take him out for the run-in later. But here today, having himself a very, very solid top 5 day would definitely change his luck for the rest of the season, I feel.
Oh, for sure. You just got to break that barrier and get those good finishes and get up that points chart to make you feel good.
Hey, absolutely, fam. Kyle K looks like he might be able to lead this lap, however. It's going to be close.
Yep.
Nope, Johnny James
Oh,
gonna lead it at the last possible second. My
trying to get
goodness.
all those bonus points that you can. Right now, we're mid-season. You got to start looking at points. That's also why we're side by side so aggressively. I love
Hey.
it. I love the action.
Hey, absolutely. And it's been entertaining for this whole race. I mean, these guys are definitely letting it all hang out. You can feel some of these guys feel like tonight is their shot to really have a good points day and try to climb their way back into this points championship.
Right, we've made it through the attrition part. Now it's time to cross the finish line. We've had our granola bar and our drink of water. We know we got to stop one more time, Dr. Dank. And I'm worried that maybe we'll see some issues on pit road. We have trouble pitting under green, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 weeks have definitely been rough for those green flag pit stops. We'll see how they do this week. I think that Talladega's just a smidge easier to get on pit road. Am I wrong when I say that, or what's your opinion? Which track do you think is the easiest to get on pit road?
As a driver, Talladega is the best because when they repaved the track, they put pit road in mind. Unlike Daytona, that was just a repave. Talladega was a complete reconfiguration. All this used to be grass down here. Now we're nice, smooth concrete, and we see we're going to get another bonus point for Eli K here leading the most laps.
Nice.
Kyle K, I apologize.
Marcus Kaiser now to the front. You can see he's driven that 42 truck hard. He's going to have Adam Parks just behind him. Chris Stang working to get his lap back here. And
yeah, he's 2 laps down.
Being 2 laps down is rough here. I'm not sure that we're going to see 2 more cautions for him to get that lap back. But right now, Jim Groleski is the one in position to get that lap back.
Yeah, we're at least going to see one more stop under green, so we'll probably get a caution when they come down to pit under green. I got my fingers crossed, like you said. This is one of the easiest tracks to get down on pit road for. As we have another battle for the lead there. Man, it is getting intense up there.
It indeed is. 2 lap cars in that outside line. Eli Sosick and Chris Stang battling for their lap back. Mangs TV also in that outside line, trying for his lap. Brian Mabel is actually the first truck on the lead lap in the outside line, so can see just how tight things are even when you're a lap down at this track. You're never out of it. You gotta keep fighting.
Yeah, and you see here the 9 car's got good strategy. He's pushing that lap car down. He gets that lap car in front of him, then he is the leader with drafting help with that lap vehicle in front of him.
Hey,
we know that Dr. Stange on here, he's a killer on these plate tracks, and he can lead a solid line. And Kyle K, we haven't seen the last of him, but Eli, he's hungry. He's been gone playing some esports, Rainbow Six for college. So he's definitely chomping at the bit now that he's making a full-time appearance again.
Hey, absolutely. He's got some work to do being a lap down like he is. Even now, it's going to be tough, I feel, for him to get his lap back. Johnny James in the outside looks like he's going to take over the lead, jump in front of Chris Stang. Marcus Kaiser, though, gonna jump in the outside line, says that he wants to try to make his way back to the front of the pack. And with 19 laps to go, we're approaching that moment in the race where you say, let's go, let's get it done, let's hit the throttle and try to make our way to the front, because time is gonna just rapidly tick down. the longer this goes.
You are correct as always, Dr. Dankology. We got that pit stop coming up. Now's the time you want to push. You want to be the first group on pit road. We have seen if your group can get on pit road nice and smooth, your group has a chance to win this thing.
Hey, absolutely. We see you out there in the crowd, Mr. Jimmy Buckets. Appreciate you being here, fam. Appreciate all of you being here. And I appreciate that Shadow for the shout out there, Shadow. So Johnny James leads, but for how long? He's in a good position. He has, you know, a lap car in his outside line, but the next car behind him is Brian Mabel in the 16. Brian quietly been just working his way up to the front here all afternoon, and finally has his truck up front. We'll see what he can do with it.
All you can do is just try to make your way to the front.
Absolutely. 17 to go, and you can feel the intensity ratcheting up just a bit. These guys know they're not going to have a lot of time to make their way to the front as this thing ticks down. It's like in the back, though, a lot of those guys kind of playing it conservative. And I can't say I blame them with how this race has gone. There's been, 5 cautions, I believe, to this point?
Yeah,
4 or 5?
We've had a lot of rookie moves out of some people, and that happens. That happens on these plate tracks. And we got a lap car up here with our leaders. It's going to be interesting to see if this outside line can negotiate that 3-wide maneuver to go past that lap car on the outside.
It's going to get tight. Not too tight, though. Lap car able to give them plenty of room. And I gotta think we're getting ready to see some green flag stops coming here in a moment. You can see these guys starting to get more single file.
Well, we got no chatter on the driver chat yet, so we'll know. I'll let everybody know as soon as we know.
Hey, sounds good, brother.
We got some side-by-side action going here. I'm surprised that we're doing this early, but I'm also not surprised because if I'm that truck in the very back on the outside line, I'm happy with that because I'm hoping that the inside line is going to pit shortly and I won't have to deal with that long group. That's the problem. We have too big of groups coming down pit road, and that's what causes a wreck. So we'll see how this shapes out.
Absolutely. You can see we have 2 lap trucks, Chris Stang and Eli Sosik, out in front of either line. Kind of an interesting strategy out of Eli. Surprised he didn't try to jump down in front of Chris Stang, but nonetheless, both those trucks at the moment, if the caution came out, they would get a lap back just based on where they are.
Right. As a lap vehicle, I'm content with being pushed by the leader of the group because that's going to give me my lap back. But if I'm in the back, I got to push to the front, and I'm hoping that I can get a lap back under green. It's possible.
Absolutely, brother. Down the backstretch they go. Just 14 laps to go. Intensity ratcheting up just a little more. And you can feel that these pit stops that are coming in just a couple laps gonna be really intense. Gonna have to be super clean if you're a driver, because one mistake on pit road very well could cost you this race.
Yes, you don't want to overshoot your box. That's the driver's biggest mistake on pit road, is overshoot your box. We've all done it. I do it all the time. And it definitely costs you a lot of time under green flag.
Hey, absolutely, brother. Another interesting thing here is if you hit early and the caution comes out, Are you trapped?
Not
Plays out?
not if you're on pit road when the caution comes out and the field's behind you and you beat them to the start finish line, you're on the lead lap.
There you go.
So it's all about your position. Just like being lapped on the track, the only difference is you're just on pit road. But when the caution comes out, you can't advance your position after the start finish line because the pace car's out.
With 12 laps to go, that fuel window, we are approaching rapidly.
Yep, we're in the window. We can come anytime we want.
Who do you think's going to be the first guy to hit pit road? Will it be the leaders, or do you foresee somebody back in the pack chancing it?
I'm probably gonna say Javon probably comes down before everybody else.
Isn't quite sure if we'd see him come down there. Doesn't look like it yet, so 11 to go. Once we get under 10 to go, that's when things get really interesting on the track.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're getting single file for pit stops, Doctor.
All right,
You got
there
that
we
prescription
go.
pen ready? Because we're going to need some Tylenol. There we go. I hear it. Driver's chat say we're pitting.
All right, so we're going to see some pit stops here. Can these guys get on pit road cleanly?
Oh, I hope so. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. We've seen 2 weeks in a row, Doctor. You better get that prescription pad ready. We're going to need them painkillers.
I think they can do it. I think they can do it. And
Okay,
at
here
least
goes the
these-
first group. This is Johnny James's group here. Ooh, that was going too hot in the pit road. I think that guy's going to get a penalty. We'll see.
So Brian Mavel is going to take over the lead here. So now that we've had the first group, if you're in the pack still, do
You coming
wanna
next
wait?
time.
Yeah, you coming
Well,
next
you're-
time?
You can go a couple more laps, I think. I think you can go a couple more laps. You got a 5-lap buffer. Here comes the next group. 23 and the 25 both calling out. 42 as well.
The 24 head down as well.
Here we come. Oh man, that's all hot and heavy. Ooh. Oh, a bunch of people pitting right here. Mabel stayed out. Did Mabel stay out? Did Leader
Maple
stay out?
did stay out.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. We got a group of 3. This will work. I like it.
It's interesting that Chris and Eli both on the same pit strategy here.
Okay, here comes the large group out of pit road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trucks. They're all pretty close together, so they should be able to link up and catch the lead group here.
All right, so
We got
down,
Brian Mabel coming down pit road.
down pit road for our leader.
Yep. Carter is going to be second. The second place. Here goes that group right here.
We'll jump to Alvin Carter here. And you can see they're coming around quite quickly. If you're Brian, clean pit stop is what you want.
Yeah, but you're hoping for a caution here because you're pretty much boned now. In order for that to work, you got to be the first one to come down. No, see, yep.
He might still be able to hold on to a little bit of the draft, but he's definitely going to need a caution if he wants to win this. That's going to give way to Alvin Carter and Adam Parks, though. Jason Blaney, Michael Kelly, and Kenneth Olive, the rest of your top 5.
Alvin Carter up 17 spots.
Yeah, up 18, actually. 18 spots from the start of the race, so
Okay, there we go. 18.
having a fantastic day in the 92 truck. With 8 laps to go, cannot complain. 7 now to go, cannot complain about being out front of this thing.
Oh, we have some disagreements on strategy right here. Oh, here we go. We're going side by side.
So Adam Parks looks to make his way to the front. They go out and around Alvin Carter with ease there. Tyrone Carlito Bigums finds himself inside the top 5 for the first time today. Watch out for the 773. You know he's got to be hungry.
Oh, for sure. Fly Guy is always ready for that meal.
Absolutely. 6 to go this time by Adam Parks, Jason Blaney, Michael Kelly. Your top 3.
Bigham's up in top 4. Carter slid back to 5th. Look, Javon Thompson, 6. What did I tell you? Look, there's Kyle K in 8th.
Yeah, still lots of contenders here. Got to think that a winner would have to come out of this front pack if we don't see the caution.
Well, the way we were going here, we may see one. I'm hoping not. Looks like it's going to be a great race, Doctor.
We're 3 wide all of a sudden. Adam Parks kind of hung out to dry in no man's land. All of a sudden, Kenneth Olive to the front.
That was a big shakeup.
Yeah, it was. I did not see Kenneth pulling that move out.
Hey, you got to go where you can. Slow car in the apron, but we're good to go.
Hey, absolutely. And you can see Chris staying in the outside line. Be interesting if he gets his lap back here to see him at the end of this thing if we get a caution. Tell you what, that 93 trucker, Javon Thompson, he's sitting in a good position here. I almost feel if you're the 3 trucks behind Chris Stang, you almost want to tuck out a line and put him in no man's land to be able to advance your position. You know Chris is not moving off that high line right now.
No, he's got no skin in the game, so he's just riding around. Now it's your responsibility to go around him, but it's going to be interesting to see how long Olive can stay up front here. New to the season, he's a rookie here, so it's interesting to see him up here leading.
Hey, absolutely. All of a sudden, I say he wouldn't, and he does. Down on the inside goes Chris Stang. That's going to open things up for Javon Thompson. With 3 to go, he's going to take over the lead. Things are getting exciting.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see here, but it ain't over till it's over, because Adam Parks is trying to make his way up to the front.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see if this thing comes down to the last lap. Whether or not Adam Parks tries to go to the very outside and take the lead that way. I think if he did, Kyle K might go with it.
We'll see. But it ain't over till it's over, because Olive's right there behind Staines, and so Staines ain't gonna move. He's gonna help whoever needs it.
Hey,
so if you're the leader behind him, it's up to you to win this thing. But Adam Parks with Kyle K on the outside, they are not going to give up at all. And here they come with Blaney and Bigham's in tow.
Absolutely, and if you're Kenneth Olive, you really can't do a lot here. You're caught between a rock and a hard place being behind Chris Stang here.
You're just hoping you're not going to overheat, honestly. You're just going to keep pushing as hard as you can without overheating.
Absolutely. And
That's
for
your
the
only
moment,
choice to win this thing. Sorry.
it's looking like we're going to come down to the final lap and we're going to take it, which means there will be no caution if they wreck.
That's right. Javon Thompson trying to make something happen.
And look there.
Change
There is
is
Kyle
gone.
K changing lanes. Tyrone Carlito Bigums, he's also going to try to get in on this thing.
He's high, wide, handsome on that outside all by himself, working that side draft as hard as he can.
Is anybody going to go with the 773?
I
Kyle
don't think
K's
so. They all
jumping
feel
out.
comfortable. The 3's going to keep pushing that 72. That's all he can do to win this thing. Come on.
Oh, and they're wrecking behind. Kyle K is going to lose it, but save it.
Here we
At
go,
the
coming down to the
line.
wire. Flag in the air.
Javon Thompson is going to win
Nice.
here at Talladega.
Wow.
Adam Marks is going to take second. Jason Blaney third. And Chris Stang is going to wreck across the finish line. Wow, what a wild race here tonight.
You know,
Tons of action.
that was great. Great racing out there on that track.
And I gotta say, surprise winner, I did not have Javon Thompson on my bingo card tonight.
You know, I didn't either, but you know, I saw him earlier in the race and he had good speed. He had some good strategy, and I told you earlier, I called it out, my driver of the race, Javon Thompson.
Well,
I can't wait to get him in the booth and have you interview him.
Hey, absolutely. It's going to be the first time that he's in the booth here, so we'll start with Mr. Jason Blaney. We'll let Javon Thompson have his moment to break it down here and give us the smoke show. Let's go ahead and drag Mr. Blaney in.
Good win, dude.
Mr. Blaney, it is Tyler up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, so you bring it home third. Kind of a crazy race today. Walk us through the final lap and how you managed to bring home the truck in third.
I don't want to steal someone's parade here, but I finished fourth, so I think you got to pull Kenneth up, man.
It's showing you as third on the scoring. Are you sure?
Yeah, Javon, Adam, Kenneth, and me. Yeah, so I don't know, but I don't know. The race went well. I got pinned on the bottom though. I will say that.
Good driving, good overcoming that, my guy, and sorry about earlier.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yo, it is definitely showing Kenneth ahead of you on iRacing. I don't know why my iRacing live timing is showing different, but that's weird. But
yeah, I just don't want to steal someone's interview, but hey, I will definitely walk you through it all.
Yeah, walk us through the final laps from your point of view.
Shoot. Cautions came out, made it just barely sort of got to figure out when to pit halfway on a fuel tank or run it out and pit on when we did. And we were it was Michael, Kelly, and I. Christopher Stange, he ended up getting lapped down from connection issues. So it was really only us two for the team to be able to work with each other. So we knew we didn't have the cars to be able to necessarily actually like make the run or the pit stop early by ourselves. So we knew we had to have some people with us, which that happened to be about 4 or 5 cars. For me, myself, I got into the back of someone on pit road, kind of damaged my nose a little bit. So I kept getting hot trying to push Adam at the last sort of laps and with that, we got the front side taken away for the lead, and we were kind of pinned down there. But I mean, overall, I feel like points day, everyone raced good for sure. We were trying to figure out how to make 3 wide happen at some point, either on the inside and split the middle or go the outside. And everyone was just so tight on each other that there was really nowhere to go besides just riding the line we had. I was definitely trying to push Adam one way I could to the win there, but we just came up a little bit short. But otherwise, having a little bit of damage that prevented me from being able to push the leader, we did what we could there.
Absolutely, brother. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go, fam?
Yeah, man. I'd like to thank everybody at Field Up Motorsports. Obviously, you in the booth, Jerry Parker, that runs this league. He does a terrific job. So same to you, calling all the shots and stuff during the race, and admin box, what WJM Motorsports for bringing us on as a farm team to be able to give us more outreach and grow as a brand and as a team. Definitely big shout out to them. Clark Heating and Cooling, Swift Home Buyers, WNEG, and yeah, that's about it.
Hey, absolutely, fam. Well, thank you so much for your time. I'll go ahead and get you moved back down.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me in here.
Absolutely. Him to the wrong channel, but that's okay. We'll put him right there. Okay, so we'll have to see. I'm not sure if we do have third place finisher Kenneth Olive in the Discord at the moment. I know for sure we have Adam Parks, so we'll take a gander. It does not look like Kenneth in the Discord at the moment. Kenneth, if you are watching the broadcast, please join the race interviews in the Mid-Atlantic Motorsports Discord, and I will drag you down for your third place interview, brother.
Yeah, come do nothing with your hands and pitch your sponsors.
So we'll move to second place finisher Adam Parks. Adam, Tyler, up in the booth. You got me, brother?
What's up, fella?
Hey, so you managed to bring it home second. Really, really close to the win there. Walk us through the final laps from your perspective and how you managed to get that thing to second.
It was really just working with teammates, me and Javon, and I want to say it's usually Jordan and Muscles. We usually are all on a call together, so we were just working together there. We had a lap truck on the inside, leading the inside line, so we were really just using him as a pick and doing our best to maintain the spots we were at, because if we knew we could keep Stange there, we'd both finish well. He had a 4X and I had a 0X, so I think all in all with the points and the bonus points, I think I honestly pointed the most tonight with my lap lead and the 4 extras for 0Xs, so I think it was a good team night, and I'm just glad that I got a good team finish because my last few weeks have not been ideal, so it felt good to have one go our way tonight.
Hey, absolutely, brother. And again, congratulations on the second. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go, fam?
Always think, our kind and gracious leader, Jerry Parker. Got to thank you for broadcasting the whole thing, doing what you're doing, and I think our last thank you goes to our race control. I think me and him had our moment there the one week, and I respect the fact that he's been pretty consistent here and doing the best he can. So I appreciate Tiller as well. But
Hey,
I think that's it as far as thank yous goes.
hey, absolutely. Tiller, amazing race control. He's been doing a great job, been very consistent with the calls. So I'm sure he appreciates that. Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah.
But thank
But
you for your time, and I'll
yeah,
go ahead
man,
and get you moved back down.
appreciate you.
Absolutely appreciate you too, fam. So that was
That
Adam
three wide,
Parks.
that 3 wide move he made there, that was nice.
Definitely nice.
I can't wait to hear from the race winner, my guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you take this interview.
Oh no, you don't got to, my guy.
Nah. You taking this one. This is your driver. You get to be the one to ask him about it. So We'll move him in. I'll let him know he's in the broadcast booth, and you take it from there. Javon, it's Tyler and Warp up in the booth. You got us, brother?
Got you up in the booth.
Javon Thompson. How was it, bro? How's it feel to finally win one of these things?
It's been far, far, far too long.
Driver to driver, walk us through the last couple of laps.
Last couple
Adam
of
Parks
laps.
tried to stick it 3 wide on you there. That lap car was in front of the 3, almost won that race. How did you do it?
Well, Adam, him being my teammate, we made the plan to kind of, help Stange out and push him up to the front of the line and try to control the race from the top side.
So Adam Parks tried to shoot you 3 wide there. What did you do? What were you thinking when that happened?
I was just hoping I can get in front of him.
You got the help with you and he got stuck, he stalled out. Then he made that move back on the inside. Did you think Stange was going to lose it and the 3 was going to scoot away, or what did you think was going to happen there?
I was just hoping that everybody would just race clean to the line, and I actually give him props for doing just that.
Javon Thompson, you finally won one of these Elite Super Speedway Series races. Congratulations once again. Dr.
Thank you very
Dakeology.
Hey, brother. So, again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Super excited for you and the future that you have here at TNT. Is there anybody you would like to thank before we let you go, fam?
First and foremost, I just have to thank Jerry for, putting this all together, and Tiller for race control. I know that sometimes we are very, let's just say, disagreeable and tensions get high. So I just want to thank them both for just being there and putting up with our crap week after week. And I also want to thank my teammates as well, Adam and Kyle.
Hey, absolutely, brother. Again, congratulations on the win, and thank you
very
so
much
for your time.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, fam. I'll go ahead and get you moved back down.
All right.
Well, Dr. Dakeology, after 80 laps, we've finally found a new race winner. First time winner in the season and series. Javon Thompson, what do you think?
It was exciting start to finish. Big congratulations for him. I really did not see him coming tonight. So the fact that he went out there showed everybody that he's capable of winning one of these things. Big props to him. I see we got Mr. Jerry in the chat. Let me get you a shout out here right quick before we're off, Jerry. But yeah, big huge congratulations to the 93.
Good last five laps there. That green flag pit stop. I was worried there was going to be a caution, but everybody made it through there pretty good. You called it. It was going to be easy in and out for them. We saw a nice, great race at the end. It was worth it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Dakeology, for putting it on. Thank you, Kush Parker, for putting it all together. Thank your fans for tuning in. And thank everybody for showing out.
Hey, absolutely, brother. I will go ahead and get you moved back down then, brother, okay?
Not a problem. Thank you, sir. Have a great night.
So that was Mr. Warp Lotus. We're going to go ahead and raid out to the homie, show him some love.